What up, YouTube? It's your boy Rizil, and I'm back on the channel with another one. Give me a minute. Ah, damn, it's an ad. Anyways, today we're gonna be looking at a very interesting video over here off of is it Paternity Court? Wait for it. I need to time it. I'm sorry. Boom, bang. It is off Paternity Court, and this one is titled "Woman Got Engaged While Married to Another Man." That doesn't surprise me, given the videos. The articles and the different news I see on social media and different news outlets. Just from time to time, it's not daily, but from time to time, I always see this shit. You know, it's not news when men do it, and now it's slowly nowadays it's not news when women do this thing where they take two men or two husbands. I might do another further reaction of I saw this interesting video, but I don't know whether I should do a reaction to it because I already saw it and I already reacted to it personally in terms of my reactions to reading it or watching it. It was this woman who's married to two men, and they got a hell of a dynamic going, man. And as a dude, bro, your pride. I know a woman also has pride, but compared to men, it was uncomfortable for me, and it wasn't even me in that situation. So we're just gonna take a look at this and how this relates to the paternity of whatever child they are fighting for, because this is paternity court.
You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Hodges versus Willard.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Mr. Hodges, you and your mom opened your case today because you both say the defendant is a liar and a cheater. You don't believe you fathered her 1-month-old daughter, Lillian Willard, and plan to prove that today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Willard, you too are here with your mother, and the two of you testify that you are 1,000% sure Mr. Hodges fathered your daughter. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Hodges, explain to me why you think Ms. Willard is a liar and a cheater.
She cheated on me, and I caught her with multiple guys. She had one hidden in the room, and whenever we first got together, she said that she would never hurt me or cheat on me. She would be truthful, and yet she's lied to me left and right.
Ms. Willard, you kept lying and you kept cheating?
No, I did not. I had a guy over at my house, yes. He was visiting because he was a childhood friend, and I didn't tell him because I knew he'd flip out because I know how he is.
I want to understand the nature of this relationship. Where did you meet?
I met him through a family member of his.
She had one night stand with him, and I was there to comfort her, and we talked for a week or so. And
oh, you met her after she had a one-night stand with another guy, and then she cried on your shoulder. And then you and she got together.
yes, Your Honor.
You see, I don't understand. I understand in terms of the fact that we all have I was talking to my friend about this yesterday, on WhatsApp, where we were talking about all the women that it's that you feel like it's the woman that got away. You know, Marlon Wayans said about the Chris Rock and Will Smith situation, where he told his story about how he was always in love with Jada and he always felt like she was the one who got away. A lot of us men, we have that, we have that one woman where no matter what we know about her, we stick to it. A part of us sticks to it, but the stronger part of us needs to know when to just let that shit go, because a train wreck is coming. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, guys, come on, stop simping.
Ms. Blevins.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand that you are the one who pushed your son to open this case.
Yes, Your Honor.
And why did you do that?
Because I knew that she had been cheating on him. He had caught her with another guy that she said was a friend, but yet he was hidden in her house when my son got there.
Why are you hiding?
You found him hiding in the house.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hiding in the house where?
In her mother's bedroom.
But Your Honor.
Did you help hide? the other guy in your bedroom
I
when
did.
Mr. Hodges came?
They had broke up
So why you have to hide anybody?
because she didn't want him to know. She didn't want to hurt him. She didn't want to start no trouble because Harley's got a temper.
Well, we was engaged.
That's a bunch of fucking bullshit, bro. That's a bunch of. Listen, I'm already gonna predict the situation, and as always, I'm okay with being wrong. The mother doesn't like this guy as her partner, and she would have been fine to get rid of him. But now there's a baby involved, and the mother needs the man to be around to help take care of the baby. You know, she needs her daughter not to be left alone without a father figure in her child's life, in her grandchild's life. So that is the only reason as to why she's helping her daughter come to court and try to convince this man through paternity tests that this child is his and he must take care of it by law. But in reality, she's the mother-in-law that does not like, because look at how I've seen mother-in-laws who or mothers of women or whatever, who no matter what their daughter does, if something is wrong, something is wrong, and they'll even do right by the man. You know, they won't just do sneaky or bad shit. They'll even go against the daughter because what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. This is wrong, and she still helped her daughter partake in this. So yeah, that's that's my conclusion on this entire scenario. This mother does not like him, but because she needs a father figure in her grandchild's life, is over here trying to make excuses.
Engaged.
It was my understanding they had broke up.
So were you engaged or were you broken up?
We was engaged.
Yeah, we were engaged.
So you were engaged, Miss Willard.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So now that makes more sense. When your fiance came in the house, then you hid this other guy in the.
Because I didn't want to fight to start.
And Your Honor, she was already married when they got engaged that my son didn't know about.
So you were engaged to Mr. Hodges, but you were married to another guy at the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
I feel like he has been deceived and took advantage of.
What was your first impression when you met Ms. Willard? What did you think?
I thought she was sneaky. She always kept her phone on her. She never let him get a hold of it. And when she was on it and he would come around, she would hide it.
I'll be honest with you, as a dude, because the situation I mentioned in the beginning of this video, in terms of that scenario, both men knew that the woman is married, she's married to both of them, and they agreed to share her. You know, I think it was a clause where they agreed to share her, but she wasn't sharing them with anyone else, and for some reason they were okay with that, for some reason. But to be lied to, that's the thing. You have to find men who agree with this. For a man to be lied to like this, there's no man who's going to willingly go into this and be lied to and then be okay. Even the situation in terms of how they react to the child they have with you might be different, especially if they start going and having children with someone else. Your child might be treated different because of shit like this, man. A man's pride is it's a sensitive thing, dog. You want to make fun of it, weak man, you prideful, but it's not something to toy with. At the end of the day, you could get caught in a situation fucking with a man's pride, women. I need you to know that, it's a serious thing. It's not something to pick on, toxic masculinity and think it's gonna be okay, because you'll end up in a situation and then that pride will it'll become really aggressive and activate, and then it won't be funny now, would it? It won't be funny in that situation.
Messages from a guy that she was seeing while she was seeing my son.
How did you find him?
It's the guy that was with her when Lillian was born at the hospital.
Do you have those messages?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me have those. Jerome, can you please bring me those messages? Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Blevins says, I do understand my son was engaged to her and caught her cheating. The other man says, we got together on June 2nd of last year. Ms. Blevins, you say, let me check the dates, give me a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Blevins, you say together, August split up a few times in between and broke up for good October 6, 2017. The other man said, so she cheated on both of us. And you write back, looks that way.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Ms. Willard, were you dating this man and Mr. Hodges at the same time?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
So why is this man saying this? He's giving all these specific details to Miss Blevins.
He was at the hospital when Lillian was born.
Yes, I was with him at that time.
Your Honor, he's saying that. He's saying that because he wants my daughter. I've been through it with this person. When, I think it's in February, right after Christmas sometime, when she didn't even know she was pregnant at that time. She left my house with him, and she texted me she was about 5 months, 6 months pregnant, something like that maybe. And she told me she was pregnant.
You're speaking about when your daughter was pregnant with Lillian.
Yes, that's when she
Is
left.
Lillian your only child?
No, Your Honor. She hid that from us too at first.
Back it up. Back it up. So she hid that she had a husband before she met you, and you were engaged to her when she really already had a husband. She hid that she had a child, and she also hid a man in her mother's house when you came over.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Hodges, take me to the day you found out Miss Willard was pregnant.
She called me and she said that she was 8 months pregnant. And
8 months?
yes, later on down the road, I'm sitting there texting her every day, asking about the baby, seeing if the doctor's appointments are going well and everything. Come find out whenever we called her OBG to see when her next appointment was, they said it was her checkup for the baby.
Checkup?
Yes, ma'am.
For the baby
I have the
in
evidence,
her
Your Honor.
stomach or the baby?
Out. She already,
Postpartum, Your Honor. Postpartum.
When you and the team are pitching a new product, Grammarly's tone suggestions can offer a more personable approach to win over a big client.
Actual cases.
Her car had come through and slammed me up against the toolbox.
There was a torpedo coming at my face.
Personal injury court cases everyone's going to be talking about.
You have evidence that reflects that?
that he
Let
had
me see
texted
that,
her.
please. May 27th, Ms. Hodges writes to Ms. Willard, how's the baby doing? Ms. Willard says she's okay, her lungs aren't fully developed right now. And then you write, and when is she due? And you write back, Ms. Willard, I don't know, Doc is showing me a different due date, and she won't be here till July. So if that's the case, you ain't got nothing more to worry about. That was on May 27th at 8:25 a.m. And Lillian was born on what day?
May the 23rd.
Third.
Ms. Will?
I pray he's not the father. The child will have another father figure or father in their life if he's not the father. So let's calm down with the whole, but the child, no. It's very obvious she has a bunch of men there simping, willing to put up with this, so the child will be fine and will be taken care of at the end of the day. I'm on the side of the dude because as a guy, I know how I'd feel. That's why I'm taking a bunch of moments while listening to this. I pray he's not the father. Period. I'm on his side. I know this paternity court, it's about the child, but as a dude, hearing this and knowing that the child will be fine, I'm sorry to say, yet not sorry, I am on his side. I pray he's not the father.
This is too much lying.
I know.
This is just too much lying. Now, I heard about 5 lies already. What is going on? Why are you texting him like the baby isn't born when the baby is born?
Okay, he's married now, and I just didn't want to break up a marriage when he found out he had a kid by another person. That's it. Don't know.
But you had told him I'm pregnant 8 months. I didn't find out till I was 6 months. You told him anyway. So when is this about breaking up a marriage? You'd already told him you were pregnant.
Because I was with the other guy and I had been living with him for a while and I thought I was going to keep living with him, but we broke up.
And this is the other man that was at the hospital when Lillian was born.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you ever tell this other man that he was Lillian's biological father?
No, I did not.
So why not allow the man who supposedly is her biological father to be present for the birth, or at least know she's in the world?
That was my fault, Honor.
Well, listen, and I'm not just being hard on you. I'm trying to uncover what's going on because it is your fault. But I want to know why. Why are you lying? What was the lie about? Was it because you wanted to be with the other guy, so you didn't want Mr. Hodges up there?
No, that's not mine.
So
Your Honor,
what was it?
she wanted to do a DNA test on the other guy first.
Just to make sure.
So wait, hold on now. Now that's another lie you just told right here.
The man was frustrated. Me as a man was frustrated. The judge, as always, is playing, oh, I understand you. I understand your feelings. I'm not trying to judge you. Now she's frustrated. At some point, ladies, we gotta stop the bullshit, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. I know you're the gentlest sex, but come on, bro.
I just asked you, did you tell the other guy, could he possibly be the biological father? And you said no.
I never told him that. He wanted a DNA test, so I was going to give him one. And then we found out he was the dad, and he was like, well, don't worry about it, because now I know.
How'd you find out he was the dad? We're here in this courtroom to find out.
Because the way that she looks.
Just like him. Have you seen her? She looks
so you're saying once the baby was born, you felt like this is Mr. Hodges' baby. We don't even have to do this.
I don't want that.
People, stop doing this shit because you're in love with babies. Stop it. Just stop it. Babies do not look like parents until much older, or a couple like when they start aging a little bit out of their baby phase, and then they start developing the general looks of the parents. Other than that, fresh out the womb and shit, that young, that baby looks nothing like him. What the fuck? Bro, I hate when people do that shit, bro. It just frustrates an already strenuous situation.
When that baby come out, I was standing right there when she popped out. That baby was hardly made over.
Okay, and look, we often examine physical appearance in this courtroom because we know that that's a natural way that people tend to identify or how they deal with paternity questions. They often compare physical features. What we also have come to know in this courtroom is that does not prove anything.
Well, no.
So, what I want to understand is, did you ever test the other guy, the one that said, I want the DNA?
No, Your Honor.
But if another guy says, I want a DNA test because I think this could be my baby, then that says to me, you might be lying about whether or not he could potentially be the father.
Okay, Your Honor, he actually would do anything to be with my daughter.
But see, what I'm concerned about is we've got text messages that indicate you were lying about the time frame. So do you believe this other guy thought you might have been lying about the time frame as it relates to him?
He might have, but he
and
knows.
That's why he asked for the DNA test.
Yeah.
What are you feeling in this moment, Miss Wheeler? I see your hand.
Like everybody's jumping on me. Like I'm being jumped on. Basically. Everyone's against me.
Do you also feel
I'm not pausing.
Like you know you're responsible for a lot of what's happening here?
Yes, and I take credit for that.
Do you have a reason or an understanding as to why you do tell all of the lies you tell?
Because you're home.
You want me to be honest with you? He's married, and I just wanted a family.
You can't hold and say you wanted a family. You were holding.
You can take your time, because I knew something was on your heart.
Fuck that.
Because you out there just spinning.
Damn, bro.
I've never.
When men screw up this bad, you're not allowed to just like cry and then just say, "Oh, I actually and I didn't mean." Nah, man, fuck that, bro. Fuck that. Cause I feel like women like this, bro, they cause so much stress and so much anarchy, bro. And then all they have to do is cry and say, "Feel sorry for me," and then the world says, "Well, as long as you apologize, bro." Bro,
Never seen her in all her time for dating guys. I have never seen her take a guy with her everywhere she goes.
But what
Don't go
I
anywhere
think
with-
your daughter is saying, and this is and you are giving me great insight, Miss Champion, to what's happening here. You're not listening to her. Christina, I heard you. You said you just wanted a family. You love Mr. Hodges, but it's not just about.
the guy looks pissed. The guy looks pissed because everyone went from realizing he's been screwed over and he's been played around with and like they're on his side to feeling sorry for this woman for fucking up so bad and then getting a get out of jail free card just by crying. He looks pissed. He's like, bro, come on, bro. I'm married. I don't have to even be dealing with this shit. Like, where's his wife? I bet you even his wife was so pissed she doesn't even want to be here and deal with this mess, bro. Where's his wife? He has to come here, deal with this shit, and then go home. And bro, imagine if the child is his. Imagine if the child is his, bro. Yo.
Wanting to be a family with him, it's that you wanted a family.
You have a family yourself.
You wanted to try to make the family you didn't have growing up, right? Now I get it. I know it's not easy to be here and you're caught in this lie and that lie and this lie and that lie. It's hard when it all comes out on the table. It's the breaking down so it can build you back up. I just want to know, do you truly believe Mr. Hodges is the biological father without a doubt? Or is it that you so desperately want him to be because this is the family in your mind you wanted to put together?
No, I believe it.
You do.
That's the only person I was with.
Mr. Hodges and Miss Blevins, what kind of relationship have you built with Lillian thus far? She's 1 month old.
We've been keeping her. We've been seeing her since we first found out about her. Christina lets us see her, and we've had her for over a week now. I'm spending time with her. And Your Honor, I want to say I don't want no hard feelings with Christina. I just want to know if this is my grandbaby.
That's right, mama. Cry too. Counter-attack cry. Counter-attack cry. If she's gonna cry for sympathy and get out of jail, you cry for sympathy and bring bring the support back to the right side, because this is some fuck shit. Bro.
Mr. Hodges,
Yes, Your Honor.
tell the court how you feel. You've developed a bond thus far with this beautiful baby.
I would feel betrayed, hurt.
You didn't say yes.
I want the baby to be mine. I
You do.
Yes, Your Honor.
You sincerely want this baby to
I
be
do.
yours.
Stupid.
Even though you're married to someone.
I'm saying it's stupid because one, it's not about the baby. It's about this woman. I don't want him. I see a lot of I have a sort of kinship with I'm trying to say it in a way that doesn't sound homo. Let me just say it, no homo. I feel a kinship with a lot of men out there. I feel like certain situations you can understand in a brotherly way. And me understanding this in a brotherly way, I don't want this woman in his life, especially if he's married. Stay away from this woman. She has someone else that she can go to and get a paternity test from, and that guy will definitely be the father. And it seems that the other guys, they simp, and this guy is the one who just wants to get away and move on. I pray he's not the father, and I stand by it. Cry, call me a monster if you want. I don't give a fuck. This is some bullshit.
else right now. You still really want this baby to be yours.
Yes, Your Honor. Being there with her just got attached. I'm used to her being there.
Well, I believe I've taken enough testimony, and I am ready for the results. How about you? Thank you, Jerome. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. In the case of Hodges versus Willard, when it comes to 1 month old Lillian Willard, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Hodges, you are the father.
Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. I'm done.